Yes, people, what's happening today? I'm going to run through a full day of eating and training. So I'm training back today. When I say I'm training, I mean I've already trained it. So the time is actually 3:30 p.m. So what we're going to have to do is rewind the clock, show you what I ate earlier, show you a little bit of my training, and then we'll resume this full day of eating. So let's rewind the clock. Let's go, bro. So the first meal of the day consisted of a flat white coffee, 50 grams of ham, 1 bagel, 30 grams of half-fat cheese and a bit of ketchup. Then I went to work, did 5 hours of PT. Then I ate the next meal, which was some overnight oats, so 120 grams of oats, 30 grams of granola, 50 grams of Greek yogurt, 30 grams of whey protein, 25 grams of 85% dark chocolate. I should have had some blueberries, but I forgot. Then I did another hour of PT, then I got into training back. So I didn't film the whole session. There is no hip hinge in this session just because of it's not really safe for me to do so at the minute with this scapular issue, which I'll talk about soon. And yeah, so the full session consisted of 2 sets of a pull down with the U-bar, 2 sets with the cable row target in the upper and mid back, then 2 sets of an upper back pull down. So if you look to that form on one of the first clips of the pull down, I'm not trying to do a traditional pull down. I'm trying to hyperextend a bit, keep the elbows high and wide, bias the upper back. Then I did 2 sets of a T-bar row, then 2 sets of a lat pullover, 3 sets of a rope hammer curl, and then 4 sets of a cable Bayesian curl. So quite high volume, typically to what I'd normally do. And well, the high volume really is mainly the arms because I'm just trying something a bit different. I've never really blasted my arms with loads of volume, so why not try it and let's see how my body responds to it with, the extra food I'm consuming in this push-up phase. Let's see if I can recover well and, actually grow. But yeah, that was the session. Rep range is typically quite high, which I'll speak about soon. But yeah, that was that. So it's time for the post-workout meal. What we've got, by the looks of it, 2 burn hot cross buns with 30 grams, of strawberry jam. And we've also got 100 grams, you can't see that, I don't want to tip it too much because that might all fall out. 100 grams of honey nut cereal, so probably not the most optimal cereal to be going with because of the fat content, but it'll be fine. Along with 30 grams of whey protein. And you know what to do if you want 40% off any Protein World products. Use my code PWBRAD and that'll get you 40% off this whey protein, for example. So this is the toffee cheesecake flavor. And also what I've been sent this month, which is something I've not had before, is a lemon flavored pre-workout. And I actually prefer it to the summer sessions if you've not tried it yet. So definitely would recommend. I proper burnt that hot cross bun. That ain't even burnt, that is cremated. Anyway, update with this bulk. Currently, I'm 78 kilos, getting towards my upper end of how far I want to push. So I'm planning on pushing up for the next 6-7 weeks, and then I'll do a mini cut. But to be honest, if I wanted to maximize the amount of muscle I could build, I wouldn't do a mini cut. I'd actually just keep bulking for another few months. But for me, I just don't really want to get too soft. 6-7 weeks of pushing, hopefully I can get up to 80 kilos and still look half okay. So if you watched my last training video, you would have heard me speaking about potentially putting the bulk on hold because of this issue that I've got with my scapula and my neck. Good news is that I'm going to keep pushing, like I said a minute ago. And the reason for that is that I'm actually able to have some kind of control over my scapula now. So it's not 100%, far from it, but I can definitely kind of progressively add stimulus to targeted muscles because I can kind of keep a little bit tighter, which is a good sign. I've still got a few issues with my neck, which I've got physio for because it's the doctors and a few of the physios and people like that have told me they think it's like a pinched nerve or inflamed nerve, and I've got to get a scan on that. So hopefully it doesn't get much worse and I'm actually able to keep training. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. But what I'm going to be doing is, in the meantime, I'm going to be working in a slightly higher rep range for most things, just because I've been told not to lift heavy. But the thing is, not to sound like a bit of a dick or anything, but even if you're doing a set of 10 to 15 with true good intensity, that's still going to be quite heavyweight for some of the exercises that I'm doing. So it's, even though I'm lifting lighter, it's still, it's a lot of strain and stuff through my neck when I'm bracing and stuff. But hopefully, like I said, it don't get too much worse. But in terms of exercises, I've got a dumbbell press back in, like a flat one, which I've not done in ages. So no actual barbell bench press for a little bit. I'm really hoping I can put that in soon. And I've also put in a barbell squat because I've ran the pendulum and hack squats for a while now, and my quads are definitely bigger. However, I went to do a barbell squat the other day, and just because I've not done it in a while, I'm definitely need to kind of like relearn the skill of doing that movement. Honestly, I put 3 plates, 140 kilos on, and it felt like 200 kilos. So I've definitely got some work to do to build that back up. But at least like I've got a few things in my program now where it's kind of like making me a bit more, not motivated, I don't like using that word, but like it makes me want to train. I guess that is motivation, isn't it? I needed to freshen things up basically. So that is the plan, and what I want to do before I make the next meal in a couple of hours time is I want to address the lack of uploads recently. For the last like year or so, I've been uploading at least like twice a week along with the shorts and stuff, and the last like month or so it's been like 1 video a week, and that is pretty much my goal going forwards for at least a little bit, because realistically I've only got so much time, and basically I'm like launching a new online coaching business, and that is taking up literally all my time on top of like the 30-35 hours of PT I'm doing. So as much as I want to keep uploading videos on YouTube, I physically don't have the time, but I'm really trying my best to do 1 video a week just because I like doing YouTube, to be honest, and just keep people that do watch me engaged. And I don't know if anyone actually cares, but I thought I'd let you know anyway. So for this next meal, what we've got is a small plate. Definitely should have got a bigger plate. But we've got 200 grams of chicken breast with Cajun seasoning. We've got 120 grams of white rice, and we've also got some broccoli. So I don't weigh my broccoli just because I don't really feel like it's that necessary because of how few calories are in there. And the choice of sauce, before I actually speak about the sauce, this might obviously look like a very boring meal, but when your food is really high, I don't really have like an urge to have like sweet foods and stuff like that. It's just about pretty much just having plain food sometimes is what I actually enjoy when my food's really high, which I know that might sound a bit mad, but that's what it is. So with the sauce, yeah, I'm going with this Bramwell's Peri Peri lemon and herb sauce. I'm pretty sure this could make dog shit taste nice. It is really good. You won't catch me buying Nando's sauce because 1, I ain't a millionaire, and 2, this tastes absolutely sound, so why would I change? So a couple of hours later for my last meal, I had 300 ml of apple juice, along with 120 grams of penne pasta, 200 grams of tomato pasta sauce, 10 mini meatballs, yes, that is 10, 50 grams of peas, a couple of mushrooms, and 40 grams of half-fat cheese. That brought the total macros for the day to 554 grams of carbs, 86 grams of fats, and 239 grams of protein. Usually I'd aim more towards 600 carb and 200 protein, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered about hitting the macros to the gram, as long as I'm hitting my total calories for the day and at least 200 grams of protein. So 4,006 calories for this full day of eating, that'll do the job. So I'll be filming another workout on my channel this week. It will be a push session, so keep your eye out for that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop the video a like, show some support by hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.